Hello there everyone, and welcome to your bedtime yoga. Super grateful that you're here. My name is Julia, and I hope you've had a beautiful day thus far. However, this practice is meant to hold you in whatever kind of day that you've had, whether it's the best day of your life, the worst day of your life. I'm simply just going to be guiding you through some very light yin-based stretches. We're going to be spending longer periods of time in these poses and just really allowing our body to relax and release before we head to bed. You can definitely do this on your yoga mat. I just recommend having some blankets and some pillows around just for some added extra comfort and release. However, I'm going to be doing this from my bed, as you can see, and I highly suggest you do the same because we might as well relax, release, let go, and allow ourselves to just fall asleep right after. At the end of the practice, I will guide you down to Shavasana and allow you to rest while I talk you through a meditation. And let's begin in a wide-legged child's pose. Our back toes to touch. And allow ourselves to fold over, really reaching those hands out in front. For a little added extra opening in the shoulders, you can bend the elbows and bring your hands to prayer. Either just keeping them up at a 90-degree angle or allow your hands to fall and your thumbs to touch the back of your head or your neck. If your hands are up in prayer, just allow them to come back to the bed or your mat. And then gently crawling your hands over to the left. Placing your right hand up on top of your left side, stretching into that right side body. Now crawling those hands over to the right, stacking your left hand over your right side, bending into that left side body. to center now. Giving ourselves a little wiggle if need be, just to kind of equalize everything. Crawling our hands back, lifting our bodies up, coming into a kneeling position. Just placing your hands on your thighs, closing down your eyes. Dropping our left ear to our left shoulder. Giving it a little wiggle back and forth. Just slight micro adjustments here. Really feeling into the right side of the neck. Making sure both of our shoulders are not cramped up, but are dropped back and down. Now dropping the chin to our chest, rolling our necks over, bringing our right ear to our right shoulder. Again, just little micro movements, stretching into the left side of the neck. Dropping the chin to the chest. And just slowly wiggle back and forth. Slight micro movements with the chin to the chest, stretching the back of the neck. And bringing the head up, center. Allow your shoulders to just do a little bit of a wiggle if need be. For a little extra support here, we're going to drop our hands down towards our sides, just kind of placing them beside our hips. We're not putting any pressure on them or anything. And we're just going to slightly tilt our chins up and see how far that we can go and look up without causing too much stress or tension to the neck, but just stretching the front of the throat. Bringing the head back to center. Scooting over to our bums, bringing our feet in front of us, coming into a butterfly position here. Clasping our hands over our feet, just giving our toes a little squeeze, warming them up if they're cold. Giving our feet a little massage here. A slight variation in this butterfly. We're going to move our feet forward. So our legs are in a diamond. Shove our arms underneath of our calves. Our forearms underneath of our calves. You can clasp onto your ankles with your hands. And just forward fold, giving our hips a little wiggle if need be. Get into a comfortable position and forward fold. Allowing our heads to drop. If this is too intense for you, simply just come into a diamond position with your legs and just see how much you can lean forward. Just keeping our breathing calm, not trying to control it, just allowing our breath to fall naturally. Slowly rising up, pulling our arms from underneath of our legs, Tucking that right foot into our left thigh. And forward folding, forward bending over that left leg. This can be super, super relaxed. No need to fully reach for that foot. Simply just allow your arms to rest beside you while you forward fold. Allowing the neck to hang heavy here. Relaxing the jaw. Slowly, slowly rise yourself up. Bring that left foot into the right thigh, just simply switching legs here. And forward folding over that right leg. Again, allowing the neck to hang heavy. Allowing the arms to fall, relax. No need to pull or grab. Allow everything to just fall. Let go. Noticing if you're holding any tension in your face, and bringing any awareness to the muscles that don't want to relax into this position. Just noticing them, giving them a gentle reminder that it's time for bed. On your next inhale, let's slowly, slowly rise up. Putting both legs out in front of you and coming all the way back down to your back. Opening your arms up into a T position in line with your shoulders. Bringing that left leg in, planting that foot. Scooting your bum slightly over to the left and allowing that left knee to fall over to the right. Either keep your gaze towards the ceiling or you can slightly look over to the left. Noticing where you're holding any tension. Maybe even bringing that right hand to the left leg and just giving it a nice little rub, a massage. Coming back to center, bringing that right knee, that right foot to meet your left, centering yourself out, just windshield wipering your knees to the left and to the right. Putting that left leg out long, scooting your butt slightly over to the right, and now allowing that right leg to fall over your left into a spinal twist. Maybe hearing a little crack. Bringing that left hand to the right leg if that feels nice. Noticing if you're holding any tension in that lower back. That's allowing your abdomen to splay, push forward. Just bring it back, allow it to relax, settle. Okay, if that knee is risen off of the bed or the mat, just allowing it to fall wherever it needs to. Just allowing it. On our next inhale, let's come back to center. And bringing that left foot to meet the right, centering our buttocks out again, and just windshield wipering our legs to the left and to the right. Now let's bring our left leg in towards our chest. I simply just moved on my bed, just so you can see me a little bit better. We're going to bring our left knee in towards our chest, clasping our fingers together over our shin, and just gently pulling that leg in towards our side body, towards our chest. Now, if that feels good for you, you can either stay here and just allow a really light pull towards your chest with this knee, or with the inner of your elbow, put it around just under your knee and hug that knee in towards your chest with the right arm as well. The left arm and the right arm holding together in a hug, pulling that knee in towards your chest. And if it feels good for you, you can wiggle your head to the left and to the right. Just giving the back of your skull a little massage. Or simply enjoy the stillness. On your next exhale, let's slowly release that left leg, giving your little hips a wiggle if need, and then bringing that right leg in towards the chest, first clasping your fingers over your shin, just seeing how that feels, noticing any difference from the other side. And if you did so on the other side, let's bring that inner elbow around the shin, hugging that right and left arm together over the knee and pulling it into the chest. One side may feel a little more comfortable than the other, and that's okay. Noticing any tension in our face. On your next exhale, let's slowly release, allowing that right leg to fall beside the left, giving ourselves a little wiggle in our hips if need be, rolling over to our side body, pushing ourselves up into a kneeling position. And this can require some props if you have them. You could use 2 blocks if you're on your mat to support your spine and your head. Or we're going to put our hands back behind us and crawl them backwards, falling to our elbows, stretching the fronts of our hips and our thighs. If you have a bolster or a large pillow, putting this behind your back if you're on your mat would be a very comfortable and amazing choice for this position. Coming back up, swinging that right leg out in front. Left foot should be beside our left buttocks, keeping our leg bent in. And we're going to do that same thing that we just did with both legs, but only on the one. So leaning back into our elbows. Maybe coming all the way down, if possible. I like to place my hands on my hips in this position, but feel free to allow your arms to fall into a T. If you cannot fall all the way back to your back, then shoving as many pillows under you as possible, getting comfortable here. Ultimately, we just don't want to use our arms to support us. If this is causing shooting, sharp pains in your knee, simply come out of this and just allow yourself to come to a Shavasana. You can shove a pillow or a block underneath of your hips to just raise them slightly and allow the fronts of our hips and our thighs to stretch in that position. On your next inhale, let's bring ourselves back up and simply just switch legs. Bending that knee, bringing that right foot beside your right glute, moving the calf muscle away if that feels nice for you, and then leaning back. Falling all the way down if you can, using those pillows or props if need be. On your next inhale, let's rise up, pulling that right leg out from underneath of you, putting it forward, and then slowly lowering yourself back down into a Shavasana, removing any props. Feel free to support your head on a pillow if that feels nice for you. You can either lay one hand on your stomach and your chest, or allow your hands to fall down beside you. I'm simply just going to sit up, so that way I don't fall asleep while I'm talking you through a meditation. Taking a moment to just notice how much your body feels different now than when you started this practice. Giving yourself grace if you are struggling to allow your mind to relax. This happens sometimes. Noticing, bringing your awareness to your big toes. Maybe giving them a little wiggle, just to feel what that's like. Bringing that awareness to the rest of your toes, telling them to relax, let go. Bringing that awareness to the rest of your feet and your ankles, allowing them to fall and splay in whatever direction they need to feel calm. Bringing that awareness up to your calves and your shins, allowing your legs to fall in whatever position they need to. Bringing that awareness up into your knees, and then into your thighs, your hamstrings. Bringing that awareness up into your hips, your glutes. Allow them to sink and be held into the surface underneath of you. There's no need to hold yourself up. The surface underneath of you is going to hold you completely. So let go. Moving your awareness up into your lower back and your abdomen, sending it love and warmth, telling any anxiety that is sitting here that it's okay. You see it, you understand it, and you are giving it an immense amount of love. Moving your awareness up into your chest, knowing that this is where the love is coming from the heart. Taking a moment to honor the heart beating inside of your chest and the lungs that are filling up with air. Imagining a soft, green light radiating from this space. Moving that awareness up into your shoulders and your arms. Noticing if you're holding any tension in these areas. Letting go of your tight fingers and hands. There's no need to hold on to anything right now. Gently guiding that awareness up from your fingertips, through your arms, into your shoulders, and then up your neck, into the back of your head, your jawline, allowing your tongue to fall from the roof of your mouth and your jaw to relax, your head to sink deeper into the surface underneath of you, knowing that it is held. Noticing if you're holding any tension in your cheeks and your eyes, allowing them to soften and lighten. Moving that awareness finally up into the crown of your head and your forehead, and imagining a soft, white light radiating from these spaces, connecting itself to the greater universe around you. Saying that it is open to receive love, peace, calm, compassion, sweetness, safety. Open yourself to these. Allow them to flow through all of your body, relaxing in its warmth, presence, beautiful energy that these things provide you. If you are on your yoga mat, gently bring some awareness into your fingers and your toes, moving them slightly just to wake your body up a little bit, as to not fall asleep on your mat. If you are laying in bed, feel free to crawl underneath of your covers and get nice and cozy. If you're on your mat, roll over to your side body and slowly get yourself up into a seated position. It is time to end this practice with one final deep breath in through the nose and exhale it all out through the mouth. I'm wishing you the most beautiful night's rest, sweet dreams, and namaste.